South Korea's president-elect, Yoon Suk-yeol, vows to forge closer ties with the United States in the face of North Korea's increasing missile activity. Mr. Yoon made the pledge after winning the presidential election, one of the tightest in South Korean history.
국민의 안전과 재산, 영토와 주권을 지키기 위해 어떠한 도발도 확실하게 억제할 수 있는 강력한 국방력을 구축하겠습니다. 북한의 불법적이고 불합리한 행동에 대해서는 원칙에 따라 단호하게 대처하되 남북 대화의 문은 언제든 열어둘 것입니다.
Mr. Yoon's promise could deal a blow to hundreds of South Korean companies hoping to resume their factory operations in North Korea. Lim Suk with this report.
South Korean workers assembling auto parts for customers at home and abroad. Yoo Dong-ok is the owner of this factory in Incheon City, west of Seoul. The 80-strong workforce here at Daewha Fuel Pump Industries is a far cry from the days when he was operating out of Kaesong, an industrial complex inside North Korea, just across the demilitarized zone from South Korea. There, he used to have about 900 North Korean workers. When operations in Kaesong were suspended in 2016 due to inter-Korean tensions, he was forced to move back to the south.
노동을 중시하지 않고 또 하나는 중소기업을 중시하지 않잖아요. 그러니까 많은 젊고 유능한 사람들은 중소기업을 기피합니다. 이제 북쪽은 가장 지금 젊은 나이 25세에서 30몇 세 가리고 학력도 그러고 학력이 한 25% 이상은 대졸 출신들입니다. 생산성이 좀 높습니다.
He couldn't afford to hire as many workers at his Incheon factory. Salaries for his South Korean workers here are about 11 times of what he used to pay his North Korean workers in Kaesong. The Kaesong Industrial Complex, launched in 2004, was once credited for bringing about a revival of South Korea's shrinking small and medium-sized enterprises. Between 2007 and 2014, companies operating out of Kaesong saw their profits rise by an annual average of 11%. But critics say the Kaesong Industrial Complex has served as a source of cash for North Korea's nuclear program. Following the closure in 2016, some remained in business but took their production offshore to Vietnam, Cambodia, Myanmar, and other countries. The Moon Jae-in government, whose 5-year term ends in May, has been pushing for closer South-North cooperation and the reopening of the Kaesong Industrial Complex.
장기적으로 보면은 개성공단이 더 커지고 한국 기업 이외에 다른 외국의 큰 기업들이 만약에 들어가기 시작하면 그거야말로 특히 좀 미국 기업들이 간다든가 이렇게 되면은 종전선언에 못지않은 그런 완충 효과를 가질 수 있다고 생각하고요. 그래서 정치적으로는 남북 간 긴장을 완화하는 굉장히 큰 안전핀 역할을 할 것이다 이렇게 생각하고요.
The ministry, together with the Unification Ministry, recently set up a center to help North Korean defectors wishing to run businesses in the South succeed, as most defectors have a hard time settling in.
남북과 관련된 남북 공이 관련된 일로 창업을 하는 청년들을 돕는 그걸 목적으로 해서 만들어진 센터입니다. 그래서 거기에서 그 센터가 좀 활성화되고 남북 간에 공통된 아이템으로 창업이 일어나게 되면 남한과 북한 간의 어떤 심리적 거리감 이런 것들도 많이 해소될 것이라고 생각합니다.
But all these initiatives may be put on the back burner now. South Koreans voted on March 9th to put a conservative back in the presidential Blue House. President-elect Yoon Suk-yeol has said he will take a more hardline approach towards North Korea. And that would mean unless North Korea takes concrete actions to denuclearise, it's unlikely that South Korean companies will be able to return to Kaesong anytime soon. Lim Suk, CNA, Seoul.